Yo, what the hell is going on, people? I ain't really got too much to talk about right now, but one thing I did want to talk about for this little short video I'm for to do is all you all you bad delivery drivers we have out here as far as Uber and DoorDash and Grubhub and all that stuff. Man, look, if you hungry, man, let people know. Don't go around just snatching people's orders and shit like that. That is not cool, man. I just had a dude just a couple minutes ago. I had to reorder my goddamn food. I ordered a breakfast from fucking IHOP. So my little shit go off. Bloop. Well, that's not the sound it make, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I look, okay. My food's supposed to be sitting right outside the fucking door. I got a red stool outside my front door with like a little garden gnome sitting on it. That's the only reason that thing is out there, is for you to put the order on that stool so you ain't got to sit it on the ground and no shit like that. That's what it's for. The instructions on my order say, leave food on the porch at the house on the red stool. Or leave, I don't even know how that shit goes. It say leave order on red stool at the house. That's how it go. Because it's a shop next door in the house right here. All this is two different addresses, but it's really just one address. It's a house and a shop. So it says at the house on the shit. So I get up and I look. I look on the stool. I don't see nothing there. So it's like a little lawn chair on the porch. I look on the lawn chair. Okay, it's not on the lawn chair. So I'm like, where the fuck is my food at? So me being me, I go walk out in the little driveway to see if they'd have just left the food some goddamn where they weren't supposed to. Just being a dumbass. And I'm looking, and I'm like, no, it's not out here. It's not out here at all. So I'm like, okay, this is some bullshit right here. So, I don't see my food out there. It's not where it's supposed to be, and it's not where it's not supposed to be. So that shit pissed me off right there. So I was just like, man. So I had to hop on Uber. I ended up getting a refund. I ended up getting a refund, but I didn't, I couldn't complain like I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, this real mechanical on Uber Eats when you do the little whole, I didn't get my order, that whole process, you don't get to talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Unless you, there has been points where I have talked to people, but I don't remember how I got to that point. Usually it's just like bloom, bloom, bloom. You type. You select this, you select that. And then they'd be like, okay, we refunded your money. Would you want it in, a regular refund, or you want it in Uber Cash or whatever, whatever that is. So I got my refund back. But my thing is, dude just kept my order. That's what that was. Dude just kept the order. Because this right here, they leave the picture out there, right? They leave a picture out there so you can, they verify that they left your order. This is what the fuck he left me. And I'm looking at that shit like, what the fuck is this? And what the fuck is this? Because there's no picture of my order nowhere. I can see if it was a picture of the order, you see the bag or some shit, and it's the way it's supposed to be. I'm looking at it, I'm like, what is this? What the hell is this? Unless this motherfucker sat my shit on the ground and took a picture of it looked like the picture is like from the inside of the car pointing at the ground or some shit. I'm like, man, come on. Dude just ran off with the food. That was it. He was hungry. He was hungry, and he ran off with the food. Mr. Kenneth Uber driver. Mr. Kenneth Uber Eats delivery person. Don't be out here jacking people for their food. Now, I can't talk too much because I have been on the wrong end of some food. You know what I'm saying? I have. I've been on the wrong end of some food. Right when I first started delivering shit. I don't do it no more because my vision is too bad. You know, I used to do it as a little side hustle, but my vision is too bad to be driving around like that now. And I was with Postmates when it was still a Postmates, DoorDash, and Favor. And then Uber Eats. My car wasn't new enough to qualify for fucking Uber Eats, whatever. But I had Favor. I think that's just a Texas thing right now. And Postmates and DoorDash. So I've had to do all this shit. I've had to do it with, and the thing about that is, all they got to do is pick up the food and drive it off. And my order get fucked up so many times. Well, I ain't gonna say so many times. That would be an extreme exaggeration. Because most of the time when my order is fucked up, the driver ain't got nothing to do with it. You know, the driver ain't got nothing to do with it. But sometimes they do. But like I say, I've gotten free food because I couldn't deliver. And it's like when I was with Favor doing the delivery. Sometimes you try and deliver, you can't. You trying to find the address or whatever the fuck, you know, sometimes people be living in some weird ass places. You can't find the address. Well, that ain't the case here. Let me get up and walk. That ain't the case here because I'm going to show y'all right now how this is supposed to go. Now, that's the red stool right there with the gnome. That's where the food's supposed to go. When I get my picture, them verifying the order that they left the order is sitting right there. It's usually that order sitting right there on that. That's what it is. Now, this is the house. Turn this around. That's the house. And usually they'll have to park somewhere in front of the shop. That's the shop right there. That's my shop. That's my house. That's my shop. They park over here. They walk around here up there. Leave the fucking food on the damn stool right here. It's hard to see. Look, you cannot not see that red ass stool sitting right there. That's why it's right there. That's the whole purpose. That's why the fuck it's right there. And I was over here looking for my food, make sure he ain't put it somewhere it wasn't supposed to be. I'm looking all down here on the ground and shit. I'm like, where the hell is my stuff, man? Matter of fact, hold on, let me look in the dumpster. Hope it ain't nothing gross in here, no. Well, it is gross in here. Nasty. Well, it's a dumpster. What the fuck you expect? Yeah, so I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, dude came by, knew he wasn't gonna deliver the food, took a picture of nothing. He took a picture of nothing and then peaced out. Now, it's like the chick that I ordered some food a couple of weeks ago, and the chick wouldn't get out of her car. And it's the same shit. Leave order on red stool at the house. It's the same thing. This chick drove by here, right? Now I'm outside right now, and right now I can't even see my phone right now. I shouldn't have went outside without my shades on, which kind of leads into what the fuck I was just for to say. So, that leads into right the fuck to what I was about to say. Oh man, I went outside without my fucking shades on. Now I can't fucking see in the house. Anyway, chick, little black chick, little skinny, cute looking little black chick out here. Why would you? If you know you don't want to get out your motherfucking car, and this chick was like, she pulled up with my order, and then she started calling. And she was like, I'm out here, and I don't, she was outside, right where I just was, talking about she don't know where to park. I just showed y'all that big ass shit, that big area in front of my fucking house. She right over there, in the car, talking about she don't know where to fucking park. And I was sitting in my bedroom back over there, in my bedroom, chilling. It was dark outside then. And I was like, she was like, you come outside and grab the food. I was like, leave the food on the porch. That's what the order says. My delivery instructions say leave my order on my front porch. I told her, I was like, look, I'm vision impaired. I am not walking out my goddamn door. And I could have walked out the door. I walk at night all the goddamn time. I can't see nothing. I can't see much of nothing but by a couple of feet in front of me. But the point is, I got to get dressed. I got to put on shoes, all this other shit. I was like, no. I told her, I was like, you know what? Just leave the food just right in front of the shop. I told her, I said, leave the food right in front of the shop. Drive the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I had to go call to get my, you know, get shit. Because she canceled the order, right? She canceled the fucking order. Which I'm like, that's fine. That's fine. But baby, dog, you need to find you another hustle. You know what I'm saying? You need to find you another hustle. If your whole job, I'm getting angry. If I'm paying my money to have somebody deliver the food right to my goddamn front door, that's what the fuck I want. I'm not coming outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming outside. Now it's to the point that I kind of feel like a creep sometimes because when I order food, I'm usually standing right there at the door as they're walking up, or I at some point I'll see who's coming up. Now I'm saying that I have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I have to look at my little track and see if they coming up because motherfuckers don't like they do like the last dude just did just now. The motherfucker, you just won't get your goddamn food. I'm sitting there looking. I probably wouldn't have seen him because he probably didn't even stop by here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, shit. You might not even get your food. What the hell, dude? That's what we doing now. And then I look at the, you know, and there was a black dude too. Some little, you think I'm scruffy. That motherfucker, I look at that picture of that dude on there, I was like, it's an ugly dude. And then the little chick, I was like, okay, I could expect that from the chick. And I'm looking at that dude, and I'm like, he looked like somebody that'll be on here snatching people food on Uber Eats. You know what I'm saying? I just hate that I couldn't type anything in to specifically complain. But sometimes, you know, they try to keep that shit as automated as possible where you don't get to talk to nobody. Now, I want a goddamn vent. I want to talk to somebody, goddammit. And I want a specific complaint against this motherfucker here. Just like I wanted a specific complaint about that chick that was right in front of my house and canceled my order. After I told her I was vision impaired. After I told that bitch I was vision impaired, she still canceled my order. She was parked right in front of my motherfucking house. So, if you hungry, man, don't go around delivering people food. Because like I said, that was gonna come out all wrong. I've kept people food. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was delivering with Favor, I was about to say this earlier. For whatever reason, you might not be able to find somebody. You know, you might not be able to find nobody. You might, especially people that live in like apartment complexes. You can't get in the apartment complex. After a while, you just have to move on to the next order. Like, I can't get into the apartment complex, or they'll leave some complicated ass instructions for you to do. I'm like, man, if you live behind all that shit, you know what I'm saying? It's just like one of them things where if you know where somebody live, it's fine. But if you're trying to get there for the first time, it's some bullshit. It don't matter what kind of directions they give you. You run across that type of shit. By the time they get their food, they should be cold as fuck. Because it took you 30, 40 minutes just to get to them. You know, you run across that type of shit. And like I say, with people with, they live in like apartment complexes. And you can't get to them. And, you know, with Favor, when I was with them, you get customer support. Because your whole point is making these orders. You got to get as many orders. If you're going to make any kind of money, you got to be stringing these orders along. You got to be boom, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom. You can't be sitting somewhere for 15, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing like when you order a ride. You know, after like 5 minutes, bro, we got to go. You can't be sitting there. You got to be ready when they get there. You know, You gotta be accessible. If I get to you and I can't get into your apartment complex after a certain amount of time, I gotta go. Your order just gone. You know what I'm saying? Whatever refund and shit you gotta do, you gotta deal with that with the company. I ain't got shit to do with that. Your ass is not accessible. You know? You be sitting around, you gotta get buzzed in, or you gotta you go to these apartment complexes, at least here in Houston, and you don't know the code to get in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the code to get in the motherfucker. And you sitting there, you have been pulled up, trying to call for somebody to open it, or you gotta pull up on the side, right? You gotta pull up on everybody know apartments and shit. You pull up on the side and wait for somebody else, and then you gotta scoot in after them. That type of shit. I'm like, yes. I don't miss that. I don't miss that part of it at all. But a lot of times you can't get in. You keep the fucking order and go on. That's your food for later. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you call your customer, your driver support. They tell you that shit after a certain time. Go. Don't waste no time with it. Go on to the next order. Cause it be like that, man. I was with Favor, man. You be right in the middle of the damn order. Boop, boop, your phone be beeping. You got another order coming in. You got to deliver that shit, make it to another restaurant, because it's not like Uber Eats, where you basically just go to a restaurant and pick the order up and go on, about your business. Like DoorDash. I think DoorDash is like that. I don't remember. I didn't do a whole lot of deliveries with DoorDash. Where you just go there, pick up the order. I don't know if DoorDash work like that or not. Who was that? They might. But I know with Favor, you gotta with Favor, you get the order. You gotta place the order. Go get the order, pick it up, and then deliver it. And you be getting those orders while you doing that shit. And ain't no guarantee that none of that shit is gonna be exactly close to where the fuck you are. You be running zigzagging and all kind of shit all across Houston, which is not exactly the easiest thing to fucking do. Especially I was driving at the time I was doing that shit, I had the fucking I had an Escalade, man. I had an Escalade. I'm like, man, hell no. Shit, that's goddamn and it had that big 5.4 liter V8 in it. Nigga, you zipping across Houston in that thing trying to do deliveries. All your money gone by the end of the day. You done burnt up all that. It wasn't no better a little while later, a good while later. I was doing those deliveries. I had my truck. Big fucking Hemi. I'm a big dude. I don't be driving no little shit. The old Hemi. I had a Ram 1500 with a Hemi in it. I'm around here delivering sandwiches and shit. But every once in a while, you gotta keep somebody's shit. But motherfuckers like that, they out here snatching. That's what he was doing. Uber Eats got. I did get got. I got my money back. I got another order coming in. I took that same money, reordered the same shit. The same thing I did with the other order with the chick that wouldn't get out the car to bring me the food. They sent some little white chick over here. I live in Fifth Ward. I live right in the goddamn ghetto. She got out the car, brought my food up to the punch. Have a nice night. Went on about our business. She from the time she got here, she was probably here about less than 2 minutes. Got out the car. I got to the door right when she was like coming up. Yeah, sometimes you catch them while they doing this with the phone, taking a picture of it. Shit. All right, have a good night. Bye. All right, thank you. This skinny, cute, black heifer bitch won't even get out the fucking car. And I don't mean to make this about race, but she looked like one of those people that wouldn't do that. I done got all kind of people come up here. You know what I'm saying? I done had some cute white girls, some cute Mexicans. I've had a whole bunch of uncute people. You get all kinds. I've had people, sometimes folks, at night, like her. Yeah, people come out. You got a dude? You little cute chick. I know you got some little dude on the side somewhere, a bunch of them shits. Have them come with you. That's what I see a cute chick on this motherfucker sometime. I make an order at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. and I'm sitting at the door when it's time to make the order. Dude come out and deliver the fucking food. Which is how it's fucking supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? When I was doing deliveries, I had the well, it's my face and everything that's on the profile or whatever. But you know, you have people do it with you, and if you're a woman, you know you out here going from place to place and all kind of weird ass neighborhoods. Have somebody with you. If it could be another chick, it could be a dude, whatever. Hell, a lot of times, it's been a bunch of times where people that came up here had they damn they fucking it was this one chick. I was like, oh, they got this young girl coming over here. I mean, it was like a chick in her 20s or some shit. Maybe late 20s, I don't know. And I'm sitting there, I'm at the front door waiting for somebody to come deliver my food. I see this, I was like, damn, she a little chick. And I'm like, that's a goddamn child. You know, I can't get grown ass people to deliver food over here, and then somebody will come up and have a little 7, 8-year-old bring the food up to the door and do the whole thing. But you can't get a grown ass motherfucker to do it. Somebody will come up here and let they little preteen child come up and deliver food. You know, get a little worth ethic in, build some character. You know, and I would say, hey, all right, bye, and they be like, okay, bye. Go on in the car, go about their business. Like a motherfucker. If you out here thinking that people trying to get you doing deliveries and Uber driving and all that shit ain't for you, man. That shit ain't for you. It really ain't. If your ass out here hungry and shit, you don't need to be having other people food in your car. I'm sorry. You don't. You don't need to be sitting there tempting yourself. Somebody got my goddamn breakfast right now. He probably done ate that shit and gone planning who lunch he gonna steal later. They probably do. They be like, well, they gonna end up getting a refund for it anyway. It don't matter. But shit, after a while, shit, your ass, they gonna you get too many of them goddamn. I wonder how it is if you get too many of those reports on your account. Because I be getting people, oh man, every time I get delivered, folks be like 90%, 95%, 99%. You know what I'm saying? I think I run across a motherfucker one time that was like 80% or some shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck you got to do to have your shit in the 80s where everybody else shit is in the 90s? You know, when I was doing my deliveries, I mean, they didn't have that 80, 90% shit. It was a rating on there. I forgot what kind of rating it was. My rating was lower than I wanted to be. I was like, how the fuck is my rating that damn low? I don't even see nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't even see nobody. Sometimes people come up, you know, this is like the few people that you do see be those cash tippers. You run across those every once in a while. Depending on what kind of deliveries you do. I think you'll get those a lot of times with like groceries and shit like that. Where you be like, okay, you got a grocery order or some shit. Because when I was with Favor, you get food and, you know, fast food. You get grocery orders too. And sometimes you do a grocery order, you get a grocery order to some fucking one of those well-off neighborhoods or something like that. And you end up with like 15, 20 bucks. Just boom, here you go. Oh, shit. That's what I'm talking about. They're on the way. Yeah, they be like, yeah, shit, that's what I'm talking about. You don't get that all the time, though. I mean, you get the tip on the app, but I'm just talking about sometimes you get a tip. Well, you're going to always get it. With Favor, you're going to always get a tip. Because if you don't, they'll just, the Favor will just charge their card for the tip anyway. So, but you get that sometime. I did that one time for these African dudes. And that for whatever reason, they wanted like a shit ton of chicken from Frenchie's. Frenchie's in 3rd Ward. They were located like off of Beach Nut somewhere, like on the southwest side by Rice Village and all that shit. It's not exactly a long ass way, but it's just for some chicken, bro. I mean, it's they was doing something. It was like some little club type thing. They was having some kind of get together in there, and they want a bunch of chicken for it. So had to order like $100-something worth of chicken. And we ended up ordering, and there wasn't nothing specific, you know what I'm saying? So we had to order. I had my friend with me. She kind of figured it out to where, you know, to fix the price up to where they can get the amount of chicken that they wanted for, you know, a lesser price. So anyway, we did all that shit, and we had, you know, it's fucking chicken, so you gotta wait for it. This is in the summertime. And I was in a big ass expedition. My air conditioning wasn't really working at the time. It's hot as fuck, man. And they didn't tip. I mean, we got a tip because, you know what I'm saying, the company is going if they don't give you a tip within a certain amount of time, the company will just go ahead and charge them for whatever percentage. So we got a tip for that. But the fact of the matter is, they didn't tip. After we went through all that fucking effort of getting them the best deal on all that chicken and shit they wanted, got in there and gave them all the chicken and shit, and them motherfuckers didn't even leave a fucking tip. You black bastards. Oh, you black motherfuckers. Oh, man. And then it's like, yeah, it's like that. You do all that work. And I remember going for breakfast. I ended up going like Midtown, man. Not even Midtown. It's like off like the Montrose area. It's like over in the Montrose area. I went there, I got like a little breakfast burrito or some shit. I went over there to get a breakfast burrito and had to deliver that shit all the way out like 45. It was like in a Gulf Gate area, but it was off up in there, like way back off up in there. Like you had to go off in the Gulf Gate area, get off, go underneath 45, off in there where you know what I'm saying? You don't even know that people even live off up in there. Way back off up in there. That's a lot to deliver a breakfast burrito. And it was this little tiny ass white lady. I say white lady. She looked like a white girl. It looked like she was like in her teens or something. With some little white chick, a little breakfast burrito. And the tip she gave me cost more than the goddamn burrito. I'm like, you live way over here. And it's Mexicanville all up in there. You know what I'm saying? It's Mexicanville all up in there when you get up over there. And it's one of them neighborhoods where I couldn't get out that motherfucker. Because once you get off in one of them neighborhoods, the streets look a little different. They start having one-way streets and the lines on the street start to look different. You don't know. It's weird over there. It's like you're in a whole nother city. But, you know, you do all that shit and for one little burrito, but they tip you like $10 for a $7 burrito. Or $5 burrito, however much that shit costs. I said that must have been one good-ass burrito. You know what I'm saying? For you to have me drive my ass over there, way the fuck out here, for you to basically pay $20 for one. I can't say nothing because I'm sitting here ordering fucking Uber Eats. You ain't doing much different. Tell you that. It ain't much different. But, yeah, that's about it, man. I had to vent about that shit. Because that shit pissed me the fuck off. That dude just basically just jacked me for my motherfucking food. Luckily, I got a refund. Because there has been times where I've had problems with my order with the restaurant. And I didn't get a refund back. Like with that Burger King that's right up the fucking street there. That always fucking up the order. And I think sometime when they fuck up your order, Uber had this thing where you can take a picture of the food and shit or whatever if you got issues with it. One time I did that, I didn't get a refund. Last time I did it, that shit was just, I'm like, this is not what the fuck I was supposed to have got. I was supposed to have the chicken sandwich, however the fuck you want to say that shit. And the shit that they gave me wasn't nothing but that regular chicken sandwich I was supposed to have the spicy chicken sandwich. They gave me I was supposed to have the deluxe one. They gave me the regular ass chicken sandwich with some lettuce and tomato on it. I was just like, man. And that ain't the first time they did that shit either. I'm like, if y'all ain't got what y'all supposed to have, it's just like if you went to, basically, this is it right here. If you went to Chick-fil-A and you ordered the chicken sandwich, don't matter which one, but you ordered the chicken sandwich, but it's not the chicken that you think you finna get, but it's a chicken patty. You know what I'm saying? A fucking chicken patty, like you would get, like if you went and bought like the little frozen chicken patties that you fry at the house and shit. And you got that. If you'd have got that shit from fucking Chick-fil-A, if you'd have saw that shit, you'd have went right back to the fucking restaurant and had a goddamn fit if you'd have saw that shit. You would have. But that Burger King up there, they did that shit. I was like, bloop. I started the whole goddamn thing. I was like, this is not what the fuck I ordered. This is not the chicken sandwich. This is not what I ordered. You're supposed to get a filet breast, not a chicken patty. And it's not on this long ass bun. It's supposed to be round and shit. You know, I'm like, if y'all ain't got what the fuck you supposed to have to make the fucking sandwich, man, just don't make the fucking sandwich. Don't make the sandwich. Don't do it. Just say y'all ain't got what y'all need to make the fucking sandwich. Don't just throw some shit together and expect for me to just, don't expect for me to just, take this shit. I'm like, nah, hell nah. If I do, I'm going to complain about it. You going to hear about it. Somebody just pulled up. I'm waiting for him to come now. I think somebody just pulled up. And I get the damn alerts that show up while I'm recording. I'm just trying to see what the fuck. There you go. See? Not that hard. All right. Not that hard. All right, it's breakfast time now. That bag kind of light. I hate when I do that when I'm hungry and you get your food and that bag feel light and you like, oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna get what I want out of here. Anyway, it's just for a taste of something. I'm gonna have to soak some beans and shit later on and get my my pre-cooking on. I got a little bit of my little vegetable soup I made. I call it a vegetable soup. It got sausage in it now, so I guess I can just call it soup. I got a little bit of that left. That'll hold me off until I start to cook the beans and rice, and then I'm gonna have beans and rice for the next few days. And then I gotta eat cheap, even though I wanted this. You gotta get you something every once in a while. Just trying to eat one way real cold turkey is just it takes some discipline, and you feel like you're depriving yourself. It's like So I got this little breakfast. It'll be at least a few days before I start fucking around with Uber again. Hopefully I'll be done with it altogether, but I know I'm not. So anyway, that was my ramble for today. That was Tuesdays. I don't have nothing smart to say. Tuesdays, something or other. So I'll get y'all on the next one.